Hello everyone, welcome back to the Great Ace Attorney. How's everyone? Hope you're all doing well today. The starting screen's down by Breedy. Check them out, link in description below. And before we get started, Dokkan, they released a teaser, a little snippet, a little. I don't even know what else. I can't go on. I can't ad-lib any more M&Ms. I need it for Solas. Someone hand me it for Solas. But they're teasing the next Dokkan Festival unit, which does make me think it's Daima, because they don't just tease like non-hype celebration Dokkan Festival units typically. I mean, they did do it last year for Dory Fireworks Vegeta. Actually, was that at the same time slot? Oh, I actually gotta look that up. Because if it's the same time slot, that'd be interesting. Dokkan Vegeta. I am looking this up right now. Because I'm curious. Okay, Dory Fireworks Vegeta. When did you come out? No, he came out in October of last year. But he was an all-season Dokkan Festival unit, but that's the Halloween one. Well, no, Halloween is 31st. That's the one afterwards. But anyways, the point is, that was an all-season Dokkan Festival unit. But the hit is a stick and sand. Now, people have taken this as the power pole from when Goku transforms into Super Saiyan 3 Goku and Daima, one of the ending themes of GT. Some people take it as Mercenary Tao's pillow from OG Dragon Ball, which I actually really wouldn't mind. But I think it's Majin Du or Ku or both. From making when Q have him rule him to measure how deep to produce seed into the ground. And I think it's that. I think it's that. I could be wrong. We're guessing here, but my guess is Q do or both. Which I mean, again, I won't be upset if it's Majin Q or Do. Again, or both. But we'll see. Time will tell. Probably in 2 days the game release for teaser. I don't see them dropping it tonight. Well, I mean, I guess it would be this tomorrow morning. I see them doing it on the 28th and then or 29th. It depends. We see when they do the teaser. But officially, but yes. Speculation is fun. Okay, but Mr. McGill lends money at extraordinary rates of interest, so his victims have no hope of repaying him, just like the U.S. college and Medicare systems. When they default, he takes possession of everything they own. He is a vulture that preys on the weak. I have never heard any mention of that before. Your facilities have not deserted you, I'm sure, Mantum. So this thought not cross your mind? Will a man wealthy enough to battle London in his time not have a carriage of his own? I mean, that's freaking true, a private carriage. What possible reason would this man had to make use of a public omnibus service? Very true. You're not saying that the victim, a poor brickmaker, next to nothing to his name, say considerable financial liability. It would come as no surprise that his creditor was the accused, Magnus McGill. But let it also be known that the day Mr. Mason was killed was the final payment due for his debts. Good gracious! What a coincidence, isn't it? The brickmaker was destitute. He lost his house. He had not a trifle of which to repay his debts. Oh, that's really a shame. And in the end, this pitiful soul had the very last thing he owned taken from him, his life. I was expecting him to slam on the decks, and I'm pleasantly surprised that he didn't. But the Merciless Philanthropist Predator, Magnus McGill. I keep wanting to say McGinnis. I don't believe it. If I might add something briefly, Miss Sartro, you claim that the victim had lent money by Mr. McGill. But with evidence to support your claim, evidence is everything in the court of law, as we hear time and time again from prosecutors. Oh, so I just went ahead, because I checked on Twitch. I went ahead and just deleted everything off of my Twitch, just because of how random they deleted the VODs and stuff I saved on there. It's like, it's not even worth keeping anything, so I just wiped it. So my Twitch is empty. They don't go, oh, we keep the latest stage videos and like say no. It's just it was just randomly picked, and again I just delete everything. Pray for given discourtesy of filling my hollow chalice in the cove law. Ah, there it is. Lord Van Zeke's hollow chalice. At least it's not a forbidden chalice. How can this be considered accessible? I mean, is it better than a whip? Yes! But I find myself in unexpected good humor. I had heard ladies from the Far East can show great courage, but I didn't expect to experience it myself. As a judicious assistant to the defense, I'm simply doing my job. What a pity that your display of courage is in vain. Here's the debtor's ledger, which details all monies loaned by the accused. You will find the victim's name clearly recorded inside. Oh. Allow me to present this ledger as evidence. And pray forgive the discourtesy of weighing my chalice and a toast to the Malik East at the same time. I'm awful as toast counsel. I would gladly accept this new evidence. Okay. This performance carry an unsocial sequence of London's gaiety. Oh, do you really think we ought to look inside? Well, it's not if we know any of London's gaiety personally, isn't it? Apart from our great detective friend, perhaps. Actually, I wonder. I would show you we would not find Mr. Chom's name inside. Well, let's see what we find. Gosh, it's quite full of gentleman's name, isn't it? Well, I suppose they're all probably not gentlemen at all then. Though not everyone in this country is well off. Ah, goodness! What is it? Look at this. Do you see the name here? Bruce Fairplay. Should that mean something to me? Or does it does sound strangely familiar, actually. Bruce Fairplay. The witness testifying at this very moment. Oh, yes, of course. The banker. Why is his name here? He bought 20 guineas, didn't he? Look, if we're playing Midday's flash report, I think it's possible it's just a coincidence, of course, but this could be very useful information. We have a biased witness. Whee! And the accused made quiet, showing he had ample recompensation. Well, it would seem I would have had the wool pulled over my eyes. Regrettably, ma'am, that is the modus operandi of the accused. It's such a pretty word to talk to. What a scoundrel! Still, maybe it's awful for best. Wait a minute, let's think about this a little more before. I don't stand for nonsense. I mean, I like silly nonsense. Silly nonsense is fun. That was it. The last juror's decision. According to this encyclopedia of British law, again, the book of infinite knowledge, are we sure she's not a wise one in disguise? When all members of the jury have concluded that the defendant is guilty, court proceedings are suspended, and the presiding judge will deliver the final verdict and sentence. That's what it says here. The final verdict is over then. Oh! There's a footnote though. A footnote? However, the defense, all 6 members of the jury are not in agreement in this case. Allow me to convey my respect for your swift and righteous decision. According to the laws of this country, I will now conclude the trial. By delivering my final verdict, I trust there are no objections. Miss Sartre, just tell me one thing. Oh, yes? You may have middle of saying something before, before knowing the exact play of British law. However, the defense, what did it say next? Oh, yes. Oh, also, too, it's a shame to see people, like, evidence of people stealing at, like, local Walmarts and stuff in terms of, like, card games. Well, in general, but specifically card games. I'm noticing, like, open structure decks with the cards missing and, like, the pack sleeves with no packs in it. Oh, yes, of course. One moment, please. All members of the jury have concluded that the defendant is guilty. Court proceedings are suspended, and the presiding judge will deliver final verdict and sentence. Then the footnote says, however, the defense has the right to demand a summation of explanation of the jurors at this point. A summation? Examination? A summation and examination. From which century has that term you have there been resurrected? Judging from the binding, I would say that book is at least 50 years old. Any modern textbook on British law won't even give such an antique procedure a mention. It's a relic, long forgotten, certainly no longer practiced. So you're out of luck. Oh. What even is it, Miss Sartre? The so-called summation examination. Oh, one moment. Are we about it? You would demand the right to a procedure before you even understand what it entails? First of all, I didn't demand shit yet. Typical Napoleonese. Oh, right, Mr. Nautical, I think I understand. It seems that under this procedure, we will be able to appeal to the members of a jury. To do what, exactly? Appeal them to change the link and resolve the decision. And it says here that if successful, the proceedings of a trial must be resumed. Make them reverse the decisions. Yes, in times gone by, Brazils will use the summation examination to attempt to influence the jury's decision. But that procedure became something of a formality with no practical benefit, really. So it fell out of use. I wonder why. Because it was devoid of purpose. Changing just one member of a jury's mind would be hard enough, let alone several. No self-respecting defense barrister would even assert his right to try it in this day and age. Still, I don't see any mention of a procedure actually being formally revoked. What are you suggesting? We fucking do it, let's go. I'm suggesting that although it might be antique and largely forgotten, it is yet extinct. What do you think, Mr. Naruto? We got nothing to lose. A summation examination, a last possible option. Do we serve the right to carry out or admit defeat? So fucking right. But defense, which is to assert its right to a summation examination, my lord. Objection. London is the capital city of the most powerful nation on earth. We have a duty to the world to exemplify the very high standards of judicial procedure. Summation examinations are an embarrassment that should remain buried. But if that's alright, it's alright. I believe we could prove violent in this trial. The defense petition is perfectly valid. But could we proceed with a summation examination? This is madness. No, this is Sparta. Foreman, are you in the remainder of the jury's way? Well, I'm not, there's no mention of this in the letter received, you see, so. All members of the jury would be asked to explain on what grounds they have reached the decision. On what grounds? You must all justify your decisions and explain why you believe the defendant to be guilty. Well, my lord, you are putting us on the spot. This mustn't reckless. No mention was made of this before. I really don't hold with all this justifying lock. But it seems to have thrown the juries off. It seems none of them have experienced this before. Guess what? Apparently it's a largely forgotten procedure. However, in the summation examination, a defense procedure no practicing lawyer has attempted for years, is it? Well, just maybe. It might be the opportunity we've been looking for to turn this trial around. So be it. Then, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, the court hereby call upon you to state the grounds on which you find the defendant, Magnus McGill, guilty of this most serious crime. There's no one else inside the carriage of time, so it has to have been him. I like the flower poem. I trust the driver. He has an excellent memory, it seems. Full patches with fares towing 20 pence. He's stuck the chap next to him like this! Brazen, I must say. Absolutely blazing. I simply have typed and collected all the statements made thus far and draw the logical conclusion. You can trust the guild. Fair fails is our mom. We haven't raised prices before 4 pence for years. The scoundrel stabbing the poor man on the floor. It beguiles belief. I'm starting to wish I hadn't put for this now. Some of the jurors don't seem to have wonderfully firm arguments though, do they? Well, people sometimes don't have that. Well, you know, we want them to or not. Sometimes people just don't have that. Well, let's see what we can do. We need to give the 6 people to change their minds. After for everything I got of them, and use some very persuasive language. Just a moment, Mr. Notterho. According to my book, that's not quite how it works. Oh? I thought it was again to follow the icy minds with some heartwarming word to take above the defendant. Unfortunately, once the jurors have decided the defendant is guilty, they're unlikely to hear anything the defense says. But they've reached the conclusions by their own reasoning, you see. You please to sound like excuses. In fact, it can recoil on you. The more you try to persuade them, the more entrenched they may become. Then how am I supposed to do? Oh dear, I'm just sighing what I've read about British law, Mr. Notterholm. Don't make her feel bad. Wait, I'm sorry. Do you have any idea how to make this work, Fred? Well, from what I can understand, the key to this procedure is using the jurors' own words to make your arguments. What do you mean? Hi! The good old using your enemy's weapons against them. Well, the 6 members of the jury are randomly selected members of the public. They may appear to be present and united front, but the truth is, they are complete strangers who just happen to find themselves in the courtroom together. And that's a way to break them down, you mean? Yes, exactly. We must listen very carefully to what each member of the jury had to say, and if we can identify any contradiction in those statements, we can contrast the statements and pin the corresponding jurors against each other. I see. So it's for contradictions in what 2 or more jurors say we're looking for. In a way, then, this is similar to a regular cross-examination. Oh, yes, I suppose you're right. Find contradictions in their statements and pin the jurors against one another to break them down. Oh, well, I might be able to pull this off. No, that's not right. Ooh, the double slap. I had to pull this off. You know he's serious, he double slapped. Stop proceeding, counsel. I will ask you to take the stand for this. I'm expecting a clear and concise rebuttal. Yes, my lord. I like saying my lord. It's very fun. Man, I just got hungry all of a sudden. But does his ability to recall his takings and I really tell us how trustworthy the man is? I manage all his lordship counts to fail, so I'm very particular when it comes to accounts. I see. A single penny can mean the difference between life and death, after all, can't. That's very true. That's the saying in your country. My point is, a man whose mind is stateless is a man you can trust. Rose and service was slow to that, so. Does that bench really need any more polishing? You can never polish a bench too much. So if a good driver says that he's on Mr. McGill in the act, I don't doubt him. The only tax left to do is disposing of the rubbish. Now, wait a minute. One of the Ojos mentioned something about money, I think. Now would be a very good time to listen carefully to his statements again. You know what I'm saying? Pen them! Okay. AB. The two statements clearly contradict each other. I think this is a nice little mix-up with cross-examinations. They do explain these self-counts, so it's not my favorite courtroom mechanic, but it's definitely not my least favorite. Me? Oh dear, what have I said? I swear on Silver's Blaze's main and name, I haven't the first idea what you're talking about. According to the group testimony we heard so far, there were 4 passengers on the army bus on the 9th question. And according to the coachman, Mr. Bilbo, he took 20 pence and fails. Quite right. I have precise details typed neatly in front of me. The juror number 5 also tells us the following. The fare for the army bus is always 4 pence. That is it. A fair and convenient single price. Just the way London's carriages should be operated. But it doesn't add up at all. In fact, it leaves a glaring discrepancy in the fact. Why, man, why? 4 passengers paying 4 pence each, we do the multiplication. It would be 16 pence. Exactly. Oh god, no one told me there would be math in my ace attorney. As I said, it doesn't add up. The figures are different. By 4 pence, in fact. Or precisely 1 person's fail. 1 person's fail? Yes, and all was army bus that night. It's a distinct possibility, but there's another passenger we heard nothing about. Goodness gracious! This can't be right. The coachman of a good honest man, one and all. Trustworthiness is our watchword. The figures your coachman claims most certainly does not add up. You watchword gets us a fallacy. I beg your pardon? Mr. Gillmaster, I think you ought to consider that if this trial were to end now, the news would surely spread all over London. You forget news would get out. The news that one of your coachmen tried to hide the fact that he lets the nefarious characters fly his omnibus. Alright then, how do I make it so this miserable trial doesn't end then? Well, according to my book here, you simply watch a ball fall to the incorrect side of the scales. Now who you host this for? Cushman. We were all in agreement. Well, do you have to go and... I wait to get my hands on you, people. Okay. We got 1 change. Ugh, this is all very irritating. Begging your pardon, so I'm gonna do the same. You know, I would like to think that at one point they changed the system because like a courtroom confile. For the love of Mike, not you as well. Or like, and the most like Final Destination way possible as well. Like, not just like, oh, like, Fireball landed, everything's a fire, oh no. I mean, like, in a spectacular, like, Final Destination, like, death was after someone that day. Kind of a way. A penny can be the difference between a smile and a tear after all. That's also very true. I certainly cannot put my trust in someone who doesn't follow my exact standards and financial matters. Also bugs me too, but tax is not accruing prices in the United States of America. That's a different thing. I really hate that. As a kid, it always trips me up because I see the price of something and I'm like, oh, I have enough money. And it's the tax that gets me. Anyways. And then I had to learn about, you know, like, the price isn't really the price. Because, God forbid, you know, they list that up front. Oh, really? I, for one thing, is only probable that we hear from the witness again. Oh, very well done, Mr. Naruto. You did. If we can manage to change Tumoju's minds, we can first try to continue. Tumo. Actually, there's something else that's bothering me about a couple of the assertions. That's where you must strike next. So I have to pin Tumoju's against Cho. Sure, there's another contradiction of the assertions. Exactly, you can do it. Well then, the scales of justice have shifted, but we still weigh heavy on the side of guilt. Counsel, you have a flow again. Continue your summation and explanation. Because isn't he only stabbed once? Yeah. Objection. The two statements are completely contradictory. What? Explain yourself, console. Puss haste. Well, maybe I would be able to get my word out if you didn't interrupt me, Mr. Load. Oh, deal with me. I was only needing a jumper for my other half. That's a cute little jumper. A little, Phoenix dye, sweatshirt. Well, I guess really Iris, but besides the point. What's all this claptrap? What does contradicting even mean, I may ask you? We heard from more than one witness that there are allegedly saw a moment when the defendant stabbed the victim. And now, out of curiosity, jury number 3. What? Can you see him a little busy here? He's stabbing the bench. How can you say the defendant stabbed the victim? What sort of emotion was it? Oh, you want to test me, do you? I mean, do you really want to say that to the guy with a knife? What about if he accidentally stabbed someone because he was showing emotion? It was like this. Struck the fellow next to him without even giving up. Just like the prim banker said. Yes, that's what Mr. Frere plays testimony. Quite true. Now then, jury number 6. Oh, it's that me, isn't it? What can I do for you, young man? How will you say the defendant stabbed the victim, madam? Oh, well, dear, as far as I understand it. It was like this. He stabbed the poor man after he collapsed on the floor. But Cushman said so. So why we, like, the jurors have sharp objects? Now, don't move. Take a look at these two jurors. He stuck the fellow next to him without even getting up. And he stabbed the poor man after he collapsed on the floor. Well, I never, Vale. They're stabbing in totally different directions. What? Bless my stitches, what more? What this tells us. Oh, I did see that there's, like, Lego, Leo, and Stitch figures. Well, because of a new movie, you know, you gotta get that cross-promotion. But it's, like, for little, like, not, like, real Lego pieces, but it's, like, in terms of, like, for, like, figures, it's, how can I phrase it? I don't even know how to phrase it, really. But, like, little people, like, but, like, it's, like, more of a single piece type thing. If, I'm not explaining that well. But it's, like, not, like, for typical Lego figures. Is there a strong possibility that one of the witnesses isn't telling the truth? Oh! But why? What if Dickens would lie? I don't know that yet, but why do you know? Is that if the trial ends at this point, we may never find out. We might never know the real truth. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, Can you really let it happen in all good conscience? Lies, you say? Oh, dear me. I can't abide people telling lies. Look at Granny. Wants the truth to be known. Over scales. I'm gonna tip the scales, as one wobbin once said. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Believe it. Wait. Now hear this. My fellow Jews, I warn you, you cannot listen to this man. Look at him. His black suit. He's clearly some devious Eastern social using magic on us all. If I could use magic, do you really think I'd be pulling myself through all this? That's very true. You just win. Answer me this, Dog Jinx. Me? What exactly is the problem? What if two witnesses have slight different corrections of events? What if let's say Psylocke did stab a victim as he sat next to him on the omnibus. This young dainty saw him do it. And then let's say the victim collapsed on the floor, and then the Shylock stabbed him again. So long saw him do it. Well, what's to say that didn't happen like that? Who are you calling Danny, so? Well, I should take his knife to you. Well, that's a friend coat! Have him arrested. Who are you calling go? I should take his new too. That's 2 threats against the man. We'll need to kill each other now. But the full man of a jury could be why? 2 witnesses did see different moments of the same crime. Unfortunately, Mr. Foreman. Huh? Where is he, Doc Jinx? Come out! Come on! Out with it! Well, you suggesting is impossible. Is that the question? What are you talking about, man? How can you possibly say that? You realize that I'm only doing my job. As foreman of the jury, I have a responsibility to steer everyone in the right direction. So where's your evidence, man? That's what we want to see. Where's your evidence, man? Try to keep me down, man. I'd say the 2 witnesses saw 2 different moments of the same crime. If you say it's out of a question, then show me some proof. It looks like the only way I'm getting to convince him is to present him with something that he can't dismiss, which is evidence! Something irrefutable hard evidence, as you wish. What? I'm giving you the proof. This is the victim's autopsy report. According to what was when here, Mr. Mason was stabbed and abandoned. Only once? Huh? Only once? It's quite simple. The victim was stabbed precisely 1 time. Which means the witnesses couldn't possibly seen it happen 2 different times. Ugh. Oh, I can see defeat with your knife. Oh, no, okay. You're doing the fireball. With your knife, man. Don't lose your knife and coat. Wait. That means 4 jurors are now only not guilty. We've done it, Mr. Nottelholm. Will 1. What are you playing at, Dante, fool? Foolish fool! Tell your trap, son. No one deceives me. But we had a consensus. I said shut your trap. I know a lie when I see one. And if a chap ever dares to cross the threshold of my shop, I take this wasted sharp blade and shave every last hair off of his head. Not sure I like how he's licking my knife. This is Victor Zazzy. Please tell me he's Bob him. And with a knife too. I want to imagine that's not very like nice edges. Well, in a remarkable turn of events, the defense summation explanation has flopped the balance of the scales of justice. The jurors now stand at 2 for guilty and 4 for non-guilty. Accordingly, there's no longer a large enough majority among the jurors for me to object, and the trial must continue. Hey, look at me using something no one else used and used. I hereby ask the defense, prosecution, and witnesses to return to the places. I call upon all of you to continue to pursue the truth. So, Lord Van Zakes, please continue to substantiate the case for prosecution, if you please. He's promo wine. Double siphed wine. Must be good wine then. Knocks you out. Oh, he crushed his chalice. He bought a pull for wine and then he crushed it. Having savored the rich aroma of his caramel contents of his hollow chalice, it seems cries to crush it to dust. Pray forgive for discourtesy. Lord Van Zakes? Zykes? Is it Cohen here or is it just me? As your tweaked tone no doubt says, the prosecution may not speak during a summation and explanation. So I'll honor a deathly silence, and I'll listen to the charade. It seems I overestimate the intelligence of a jury. Oh wow, he's going like, oh wow, these people are stupid. Well, no matter. There's nothing so hard to prove as a self-evident truth, it would seem. No, and why else will we grace the courtroom with our presence after all? So, let's proceed to the next round of battle. Round 2, fight! Oh shit, he took off his cloak. Bring forth a witness once more. He's serious now. I do like the prosecutor badge in this game. Witnesses, I trust you hope with some mention and explanation we have just had to endure. Oh yes sir, I did, so. Of course I heard. Yes sir, so on the end, the coachman, I believe it's a Beepo. Oh yes sir, my lord sir. Poor people still chill to the bone. Excuse me. If it transpires that in your previous testimony, but you attempt to veil the presence of a fifth passenger on your omnibus, you would be found guilty of perjury. You'd be advised to bear that in mind, so. Oh, my ordeal, Now then, witnesses, I hereby call you to testify before the court again. You will explain the various misgivings brought to our attention by the defense summation explanation. I only carry 4 passengers that night, I swear it, but... Well, I, for one, I was told I had to pay 5 pence for the bus. He threw us on the fare he did. I thought that blood-curdling size, well, it was all too much. I tell you, I saw Mr. McGill stabbing the man. Everything I said before stands. Oh, yes. He stabbed him. Yes, he really did. I think so, yes. Charge of one more pence than he should have. Counsel, make sense of this for me, please. The phantom fifth passenger controlling this existence by my lean Eastern friend never existed. Lone Eastern friend never existed. But confusion has arisen from the coachman's sly lie. Cozenage. People, explain yourself! I'm terribly sorry, Guildmaster. The guild's fare is 4 pence across the board! You know that. Am I to understand that you've been overcharging our passengers by a penny a fare? It is so cold. The last one of the day is always half empty. Yeah, I've been dishonest, coachman. I'm sorry. You're a disgrace, people! A disgrace! And your selfish actions have been brought dishonor on the entire guild. If I may so. I had to pay 10% on the bus just week. What? For purchase of 5 pence each is, yes, 20 pence. I've done the arithmetic 10 times away, but I just can't make the results come out differently. No, that figures. Don't do weird math. Well, it would appear that one of the aforementioned misgivings has already been explained. So counsel for defense, the cross-examination, if you please. Well, we already have a pleasure of protracted summation explanation today. So you tend to continue with Apollo games? Absolutely. I like a good game of blackjack. So there were only 4 passengers on your carriage, but you didn't charge them the standard 4 pence fare. Is that right? It is impossible to make the last one of the day pay. It was so cool. It was all I could do to stop me from passing out. I'm getting chilblains just listening to you. It was terrible, so I wanted to give myself a pat on the back for even keeping the bus running. Yeah, I feel bad for people. Look at him, shivering so badly. Doesn't a dedicated coachman deserve an extra penny per passenger? You're digging a deeper hole for yourself here. I mean, I feel bad for the man, but it doesn't give him the right to overcharge people. If only there had been a 5th passenger on the omnibus that night, then we would have had another suspect. Does this mean everyone on board that night had to pay 5 pence a cell phone? Well, I paid 5 pence too, so. And I just told you that I did. A flat fare of 5 pence across the board. That's not something to be proud of. The so-called dyspraxy Marlene Freen identified with nothing episode. Much like the phantom killer you so desperately need, it's gone, dead, and buried. And I've been happy if it ever existed in the first place. I mean, that would be a great step. It's blood calling sight. You mean the murder, I presume? Yes, so. A loathsome sight. No one should have witnessed the horror in the eyes of a man of the moment that his life is taken. Oh, well, not exactly so. I mean, I didn't actually see the exact moment the gent was stabbed. Goodness gracious, Willie. We have another witness who did, however. The banker has already testified to it. When Mr. Foster didn't actually see the point in which the victim was killed. This might turn out to be very significant. I hope the banker gent next to me take a sharp intake of breath. That's when I looked through the glass. That's when I saw the horrible blade poking out of his belly, all covered in blood. Every time I see a knife now, I can't help screaming, even when I'm eating. I mean, one of the jurors is playing with a knife right now, so. I mean, I don't blame you for being freaked out by knives, don't get me wrong. Totally understandable. But, like, there's a knife in this very courtroom, so. So you saw the defendant, Mr. McGill, stabbing the victim, Mr. Mason. He was sitting next to him. That's what I said, isn't it? It spawned me before. This was. For just a moment, he hesitated before answering the question. Anyways, there was only 2 of them inside the carriage, wasn't there? There's been much talk of a 5th passenger, but as yet, 0 evidence. Then we're all wasting time for, huh? It's black and white, the man's guilty. Something about Mr. Fairport's testimony just jaws with me. I wish I can work out what it was. Oh, you testified that you saw the moment when the defendant allegedly stabbed the victim, didn't you? Oh yes, that's right. You say the victim was on the floor and described as assailant holding the knife in an ice pick grip. I mean, to be fair, I say ice pick. Say what ice picks invented? And again, I don't know when the ice pick was invented. Let's learn something. Let's Google when the ice pick was invented. Let's go on the cruise of knowledge and drift down the river that is Google. Around 1840. Okay. Cool. I suppose I might have, you know, yes, put the cart before the horse, maybe. What is this? Well, I'm quite sure about most of it.
You'll need to unlock your iPhone first.
What's my... Siri was trying to activate for whatever reason. Thank God, it stopped itself because it's gonna cause someone, randomly that was just a random partner on a project in college. That'd be weird. Well, I'm quite sure about most of it. I was driving a hose and I heard a scream from the seats on the roof deck. Oh, I expect that was me, so. And that's when I turned around. Yes, I saw it through the skylight. The gent was on the floor and the knife was sticking up out of his midriff. But that's... Right, so, and the fellow man holding the handle was the famous man, yes. So, in short, you didn't see the moment when the victim was actually stabbed at all. I really thought I did, but when I go for it again in my head, no, I suppose I didn't actually see the precise moment of stabbing, did I?
Excuse me.
You try and eat a cane, Phil? I don't believe that's candy. You might break your teeth. Do you have something to say about that, Mr. Flyplayer? Now you listen to me. I know what you're thinking. He didn't really see the exact moment the fellow was stabbed. What are the chances of that? Huh? Oh, you're asking me or telling me? There's a difference. He's getting flustered. I might be able to extract some new information from him if I answer him correctly. Could have just happened to see the exact moment of the crime committed. I mean, some days are like that. Well, it's a little hard to believe, certainly. Unless you spend your time peeping through a skylight on top of an army bus, that is. Peeping? I'm a respectable city banker, how do you know? And I know what I saw. I remember as clear as the Blake Tart day. It was a grim scene, I don't mind telling you. Thank you, Mr. Fairplay. Oh, excuse me if I was getting a little hot under the collar, Velma Lowe. Oh, we're actually to submit your testimony with a clear statement about what exactly you saw. Oh, I can do that, alright. I'll tell you just how grim it was.
Objection.
Okay, I'm gonna save here, and then we're gonna go on to Master Duel. Oh, we got to part 2 without a save point. Interesting. Interesting. And I'm gonna grab some water real quick. Okay, back. Get my gem. Oh, this can be in maintenance tonight. Interesting. We can cook that pulley and win the duel. That sounds very violent, but you know, we gotta do what we gotta do. Okay, the ice jade. Bum 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 bum. Okay, that was annoying. What is it? Negates. I want to pretend. Okay. Alright, that's fine. Let me do this real quick then, too. Oh, got the Ash and an Maxi. Okay, so first up, definitely just want to use a zombie. Get Mr. Bacon. And for bacon. Hi Ben, how are you? Hope you're doing well today. We just started the cardboard, and so I'll tell you in a second. Well, I hope you're doing well. We just finished up playing Case to the Jewels and Ace Attorney. Okay. And then we're gonna load. See, but I feel like what the earlier Ace Attorney games really did well is get to the fucking point. Because I feel like the later games take the fucking time for that sometimes. Car. Once put chain. Extra deck. Oh, graveyard. See, that's twice. Let's go for broke. Why not? Oh, the first case of a second game, I really do like the little twisty that they have though. Twisty. I don't like how I said that. But I do like the little spin they have on it. It's very good. And a lot better than the first case, in the first great Ace Attorney game by like a mile. If you ask me. not trying to persuade you in my opinion, but I do think it's a way better for this case. Oh, making for guy, but wants to discard cards. Discard more cards. What shame. Brand's being influenced by oh no. Invest down once per tone. What I really want above anything else, honestly. IP. Okay. Gonna use load. I'm not sure if giving them cards is the correct thing to do at this point, but they don't. He can't do that anymore. I mean, he can special. Well, we'll see why he special summons. Oh, well, but it doesn't count as a single summon, so. Good in that regard. Okay. I'm running out of time very quickly. Can't tank, it's not a zombie. Okay. Cool. So I'm gonna Mizuki. I cannot bring back Voween, even though I do want to bring back Voween. Do I only have one? I do only have one king. And that is 100% fail. Well, actually, do I just... Well, I might just win. If I just go in and swing. I don't... Well, we might have something, I'm not sure. I mean, I did let them draw like 5 billion cards off of Max C. You're hoping to draw something. I don't know, I'm just trying to... Yeah, figures as much. I might have let them draw too much. You know, this card would be a lot better if it's like destroyed if it was sync, sync with summon and all that, if it would special summon Trula from a deck and it counts as a sync with summon. Because that would activate Trula's effect. I'm just saying, that would have been a nice touch on this card. Oh, this is... We're going... Oh, okay, can I now win? Thank you. Can I now win? You played through my turn a bit, and I cannot win. See, King doesn't kill when you maxi me. He just wants to win, because that's what kings do. We win. I had to think about that. I do remember when the Ice Barrier extra deck came out, because I mean, not funnily, but kind of ironic in terms of a funny sense. That structure deck came out when like Texas was having a bad winter of all of its pipes were being frozen and stuff like that, because they weren't prepared for it being that cold in Texas. And I remember it came out like that week that was happening, or like very close around that time. And I'm trying to figure out like what year was that? Because that card came out of the Ice Barrier structure deck. Barrier structure deck. What year was that? That came out in 2021. I don't think that would matter too much. Honestly, like, it would suck, but like at that point in the structure deck, what's this? I do not think it was matter. Yeah, I don't think it would matter too much. True, this structure deck has 2 ban cards in it. Poem of a Red Lotus and Warning Turning. Do with that information as you will. Well, actually, good Warning Turning is a good reprint. So was Red Lotus at the time, because people were using it a lot at the time as a look at your opponent's head and then whipping it. Anything else? Not really. Well, Crackdown was a good card at the time. Yeah, they could have done better with that structure deck. But anyways. That's true. It was everything else. Legitimately everything else I can just summon the freaking out spare sequels. Folks. I got the judgment. I'm not sure how much that's gonna help me, but I got the judgment. Cause I might. Well, we see what our options are. Okay. You have something. Oh, so I watched a Yu-Gi-Oh! Hot Takes video. And the first one, I would say I agree and disagree. Because they were saying how links are how people treat pendulums in terms of like really made the game speed up and they inaccessible to people that trying to learn the game. I I agree that links have their own sets of issues. But Pendulums and a Duel Alliance, the set that was the first Arc 5 set, was they get in power creep because Duel Alliance was Shadal's, Blowing Abyss, Teleknights, and Yangzings. A very powerful ensemble of cards. And, that set really sped up Yu-Gi-Oh! That specific set. And originally, how it was set up was that. And originally how it was set up to was that I always forget, right? Oh well, we will with this a bit. Not man. And not forget, but like, Lynx was supposed to, and like Master Rufo was supposed to slow down the game. It didn't work out that way at all. Not in the slightest, because they kept trying like push Lynx / making like the mechanic go around Master Wu 4, which I'm glad Master Wu 5 is a thing, because yes, it's a way better format. But they were like trying to slow down the game, but again didn't work. I do think in a way Lynx was a symptom of how Power Creep was handled in Duel Alliance. And like carry out through the Arc 5 era. Now I'm not saying Lynx didn't speed up the game. They freaking did, and have their own set of issues. Like Link 1's, ooh, that can start like a 1-card combo basically. It's a very powerful thing. So, Lynx are also responsible for that. But I think Pendulums had like a bigger jump into power creep to where we were in the game at the time. Well, I don't like this. I'm gonna judge this and hope for the best. In my opinion, of course, people might say, oh, Lynx did more power creep and more harm to the game than Pendulums, which is very fair and valid. Because, again, Lynx have caused issues. Just because how free some of them are. Some of them are, like, free as a bird. Maybe for Kalibo, the funny thing is, Ben, the Kalibo is currently banned, and, for TCG. Because it was so good. Because it was used to Snake Eyes, and it was used in other decks before then, but Snake Eyes is what broke for Camel's Back for that card's existence. But Link 1s are definitely the biggest problem in terms of Lynx. I would definitely agree with that. Because again, Link 1s can slowly become a 1-card combo. Just depending on the deck and stuff like that. Oh, ooh, Inpom. That's good. Looks on ThemeSmith. Yeah. Yep. I mean, I know the TCG ThemeSmith has had the Link. I mean, one of the futures ban, like, first hit. Like, I'm actually not surprised, but I'm also kind of surprised they haven't gotten more, like, not like a huge slamming hit against them, but like more of a slap on the wrist kind of a hit. Because, again, they do have one of the cards currently banned. Interesting. Maybe they really need that spell card to go off. Oh, you have one blue eyes, huh? You drew the blue eyes. Oh, okay. If they have nothing, you know. I'm upset about what just happened. Ugh! Koses. I have no way to extend or anything like that. It's the one if you shuffle back, it does 1200 points of damage to you. I don't think when that card got banned, the one that like attaches link monsters to it was a thing. If I'm being completely honest. It's the one with the gun. Oh, of course. But I keep that one in my hand, just in case. Yeah, it's the one with the gun. God, that is very hard to, like, leave the text off. Well, decrease from your opponent's monster's attack by 600. I mean, to be fair, they also banned Beatrice on that list, which Beatrice was very easily accessible via Fiendsmith 2, which Beatrice is a very degenerate card as well. So, that's also... What's up with all the impoms? What the What's happening in this duel right now? That's like, this guy literally opened all 3 impoms. That's amazing. My condolences. I mean, my luck is about to run out in terms of what we can do, but that's hilarious. Man, that guy bricked so hard. And then again, I'm gonna lose here, but like, God. Well, actually, no. Well, we see. I could see me losing, but we see how this ends up. Bum 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 bum. Say so. Ooh. Got the ancients. Oh, so I was at. I went out and about because I need to get out of the house for a bit. And so I went to a store. I saw some pop figures, and I do not understand why this Genetrix pop figure is for uncensored artwork. Like, I don't get that. Unless it, I don't know, unless it was some weird thing and whatnot. But that's just such an odd decision considering Konami for me. But Konami's getting Konami. Or am I gonna get Magia? Possibility. Talent. Okay. Where? Oh, I've been linking off. I was about to say. Wait. Okay. I live to tell no tale. No, but amazing. This next draw better be like the best draw in the history of draws. That's all I'm saying. If it ain't something good, I might be a little cook, as the kids say. I'm surprised that, like, this went on as long as it did. Oh boy. Okay. I think card destruct. Oh no. Okay. So there's a few draw cards still left of the deck I could depend my life on. Oh, that lets you search. If you have a blue eyes engrave, which you do. Probably Chaos Max. Yep. Well, if I don't win this turn, not gonna. Well, I mean, I win if I just well, I don't have any more kings. Shit. Unfortunately for me, that does not help me. Just do this. It doesn't help anything, but there's no way I can bring. How much cost you have a deck? Yeah. What you get a bench? So. Oh, you get. Yeah, I help. I'm just gonna. Nah, I'm about to level up. I'll play this out. I mean, I could, yeah. I mean, I could have done that during Veritone, but if it had like Magia, I wouldn't have mattered. And I'm fine with losing this. I couldn't win due to the soup and pumps. That's amazing. I mean, not amazing, but yeah, there we go. Going for broke, might as well. Well, you have no space. I mean, you can always think with something. I mean, you can always make space. You know something I actually am surprised of? I know that Lunar Lights is a fusion-based archetype, but I'm surprised they didn't give him like a Link monster. Just for like an easy access type thing. I mean, maybe I'm just saying that because I want a Lunar Light Link monster. Quick, oh, Link monster's power creep for game! I mean, but it did. I mean, every era of Yu-Gi-Oh! Power equipped for game, but again, I do think the biggest jump was when Pendulum was in. Personally, again. For again, they could just do the simplest a while ever, but no. They had to make a whole freaking ass monster for it. It amazes me. You know, it's funny, he went to break it to have like a full ass bone. It is a cute monster. But they definitely could have made their lives a bit easier. God dang. DC, DC, DC. I think a lot of DCs. Oh, look how happy Pearly is. I'm not sure if this is a good matchup based on deck size. I'm assuming this is kind of like a mill deck. Come. You got something. Okay. That's fine. Oh, it's just like, I want to think Teal is to play a 60 card deck. I mean, unless it's Teal Light Swamps. Yeah, I might be playing into whatever they're playing. Heck, oh, that's okay. Wasn't expecting Super Heavy Samurai. I cannot do the hand destruction. At least now I know. Because I need my unit zombie summon. I have a unit zombie. Get bacon in them. Get the bacon. Add a load. And I'm gonna add the points. You know it's a good starting tone when you can points 3 times. And then I'm gonna wipe load. How much can I do this? 11. Okay. Mizuki. Okay. Actually, I can do too. Look how big he is already. He's a big boy. Okay. I mean, yeah, you can do draw him. Mizuki. Since a monster was special summon a zombie monster, I get to draw. Too bad I can't activate his effect more than once per turn. I mill myself. I would actually kill myself if I did that. It's for next turn though. I will mill myself to the breaking point. I don't think I'm winning mouse. I mean, I could bring back Double King. What you got, buddy? He's retiring. Or it banished it? Well, I gotta play with my graveyard, so I'm not gonna do what I was gonna do. I need my graveyard. I need monsters to be in said graveyard. Okay, super heavy samurai emancipate. Block Dragon is banned, correct? Yes? I think so. It has to be. There's no way Mr. Block is alive and legal. I would refuse to believe that such an oversight would be a thing. Ah, that was for Maxi, man. We got the Maxi social. What the frick is this? I don't think I've ever seen this card. What set did this come out in? We're looking this up. I don't care what he does right now. What the? Walk band. What set did this come out on? Phantom Wage, and then it got Mega 10 reprint. Okay. Cool. So that, like, yeah, that came out in 2020. COVID times. Wait, so this is a Millennium deck as well. Interesting. This deck intrigues me. Okay. Oh, we're still going, we're still comboing. I just want to attack. Okay, I do have to admit, I'm now seeing the Kawaii Kid Legends popcorn box. I do find it, like, stupid that all these companies. Oh no, it's legal? Come on, Konami. Come on! Really? Okay. Show. What was I saying? I don't even remember. What was I saying? I was distracted. Who gives a shit? I got 2 kings! I'm sorry. But I was like, I don't care about your monster negate. For once! I do not care about your monster negate. Oh yes, thank you, man. The card that should totally be banned distracted me, Bill, for a second. So I do find it silly about all these, like, movies and studios are like, oh, we gotta make this color popcorn thing. But, like, for popcorn bucket for Kawaii Kid Legends, it's like a, like, you know, you're breaking the board. You can, like, put your hand down and it splits open. That's fucking quick, and that's fucking cool. And yes, we're all making a new Kawaii Kid movie for whatever reason. But yes, that's cool. That's cool. Okay, what else? So bring it on. I'm waiting for you. I'm just so happy for once. I do not give a shit about Absolute Sub. I have no idea. It has, like, both Jackie Chan and Ralph Macchio. Where Jackie Chan is from the reboot Kawaii Kid movie, and then, you know, Ralph Macchio is the original Kawaii Kid. So I have no idea what technically it is. I'd be honest with you, man. In terms of my Kawaii Kid continuity, I'm very unaware of what it technically is. Okay, I just flipped it back up. Again, for, like, Appaloosa is a very impressive card. But it basically can have up to like 4 monster negates per turn depending on how much material you put into it. And it's not once per turn, it's once per chain. I'm glad that this card is banned with TCG. Master Dude does make me realize I'm glad this card is banned or hit with TCG. Good. Godly! Some of these things are monsters. I just normal summoned the Skull. I mean, unless you can get more cards out, which at this way I don't doubt. Should be banned! Should be banned! That's game. Appaloosa's, well, I mean, that's not gonna matter. Appaloosa's still gonna, you know, negate, yeah. I'm actually really upset about the Block Dragon. No, what? I gotta look up Block Dragon and Master do. What compelled them? It's at 1. It should be banned. It should be banned. I'm sorry. Block Dragon should be a very banned card for a very good reason. I do appreciate the Master Duel has different cards like, you know, Freed and, like a different ban list from the TCG, but some of these cards, man, should not be running around. It is such a strong card. Like, really strong. It does everything you need it to do. Like, everything you need a card to do, it does it. I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna do well against Vanquished Souls, but okay. I never do. I never, like, not do poorly against Vanquished Souls. Oh yeah, I forgot that I had a Link monster. Well, I mean, it didn't. First of all, no. Never Electromagnets. But Emancipate? Yes, I would consider that a good lower engine. Personally. And they'll like a walk. So I was about to say, if you could get an Emancipate engine in your deck and it works well, yeah, no. I really don't have a good way to pop off, if you will. Oh, I do want to put sleeves though. Oh, I can only attack it, huh? Oh, I can't attack it because of this. welcome. I'm doing that. I'm not gonna win this. I didn't even weed. I didn't even leave for Wink Monster. I didn't realize. I mean, it makes sense that I would protect myself like that. But I didn't weed it. Shit. I just, yeah. I didn't expect my fate at that point. But let me just do this. I mean, I don't think, it definitely doesn't matter, but. We've been reinforced. We should do it. So Xenoverse 2 recently released Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta, both adult forms from Daima in the game. And it had a 3-hour fucking update. I hate PlayStation in terms of the updates. It is so long. One thing I love about the Switch, a few minutes, maybe 30 minutes max, things update. But no, for goddamn Sony, it takes like a whole afternoon. I hate that so much. Cause I just want to play my game, like, you know, I just want to play my game. And actually, part of the reason why I went out of the house is just because, oh, you know, I wanted to play some Xenoverse 2, but, oh well, you know, takes 3 fucking hours. Oh, excuse me. Anything oh, Day of a Traveler if you want to be a dick. This is a game promo. Hunter Isle. What does it do? Oh, and it's not really that good. Well, would have been good back. I think this came out in the 2007 World Championship game. Was that? I don't think this saw any play. I think it was just to bring a card over from the OCG, which I mean, that's. Oh no, because they would have the same problems. I don't know. I can't explain how the way they think. I'm just a fool. I don't got that inside information. Sometimes I wish I do to like know what they're thinking, but yeah, no, I'm not privileged in that regard. But I like to thank y'all for coming out. It's been fun. It's been a blast. It's been a real fun blast. Tomorrow would be more Pokemon Ranger. It was just nerfed by being wind. Or especially back then, like not too much they really could do about that. Like, you know, when really I'm trying to think of I mean, there's been some good win cards, but like I think when it hits the stride for final release, like God knows how long from then, like 15 years, about 15 years from when that card originally released. I mean, this shit. What? How you pronounce it? The Lycan, the Bode, the Obo archetype from Arc 5. But how the fuck do you pronounce them? I can't really think of anything back then either besides Harpies, honestly, too. In terms of archetypes. Because everything I can think of is like way more recent. Yes, what you typed out. Them. Lionistic? I don't know. But like, when archetypes aren't common, I know there's like when cards part of strategies, but I can't think of like when solely when archetypes. I'm really stumped on that. But anyways, thank you all for coming out. More Pokemon Ranger tomorrow, as we'll hit the end game. Well, we're basically in the end game. You know, and then more, Great Ace Attorney Wednesday. So again, thank you all for coming out. I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. Oh, I need to stick. Tomato tomorrow. I know what you meant. We were on the same page. Like the song lyric. What? Like I know it's a pun of like I don't know, my brain just fries itself when I see that like archetype name. It's just like nope, no, I don't know how to pronounce it for whatever reason. But again, thank you all for coming out. I hope you guys have a good rest of your day, and I will catch you.